Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I am so glad you are here because today I'm going to give you 10 tips for eating a carnivore diet without going broke. Now I've used these tips personally throughout carnivore and keto because they are diets that are heavier on meats than other diets. So let me just tell you, once you get started, you're going to find that your grocery bill goes down just from being carnivore because you're not going to have to eat all of those other foods that just keep you more and more hungry and going back for more and more, because you're going to be filled and you're going to be satisfied when you're eating a carnivore or even a ketogenic diet. Now here are the 10 tips. Number 1, you're going to look for cheap cuts of meat. This could be roasts, it could be ribs, it could be ground beef. Ground beef will be your friend. There are a million ways to fix ground beef, and there are a million ways to cook carnivore ground beef, or ground beef in carnivore recipes. And so look for the cheap cuts of meat. And there are other cuts of meat that are going to be cheaper, like chicken, thighs, leg quarters. All of these things have nutrients that are good for you, but they are cheap. Now, ground beef, not ground beef, but beef in general is going to have more of the nutrients than any other cut of meat. That's just the way it is. But you don't have to eat beef all the time. Just because that's got a lot of nutrients in it doesn't mean that the other ones don't. So number 1, cheap cuts of meat. Number 2, I've got a list, y'all, so I don't forget. Number 2, eggs. Eggs are cheap. Eggs are a perfect protein. They're full of protein, they're full of fats, they've got all the good stuff. And so if you want to eat cheaply, eggs is a way to go, especially if you have chickens, y'all. So anyway, eggs are keto and carnivore friendly. Number 3, you shop the sales. This is the same thing with any time that you're wanting to save money. You shop the sales. You don't buy stuff that's not on sale. If this week the chicken's on sale, this week we're going to buy chicken. Next week, if ground beef is on sale, we're going to buy ground beef. So you shop the sales so that it's just affordable. And you don't go for those ribeyes and T-bones. You stick with what is on sale and what's a cheap cut of meat. Number 3, no, that's number 4. Number 4, stock up on sale items. And so this is why when chicken is the only thing that you're getting a good price on this week, you're not just going to be eating chicken because you stocked up the last time that ground beef was on sale. So you're set to eat ground beef every few days, or for the next couple of weeks. And so whenever there is a sale, stock up and either freeze it or can it. Stock up. And y'all, I have, now these are eggs. These are dehydrated eggs. But I also have other things. I have fish. I have sausage patties. When sausage was on sale, I made patties, cooked them, and canned them. So you can freeze them or can them. Stock up while they're on sale. Okay, so number 5. It's okay if you need to eat hot dogs and Spam and bologna and deli meat. It's still going to be better than the standard American diet. So if you have to go all in, flat broke, that's okay. Just go all in, flat broke. Do the best you can. Your health is going to improve even if you're not eating the highest quality of meats. Even if you have to have processed meats, deli meats, it's okay to get started. Okay, number 6, buy in bulk. And this goes back to shopping in sales. When you buy things on sale, buy a lot of it. Now, also, buying in bulk can reduce the price of things. Just like if you can buy 5 pounds of flour versus, 50 pounds of flour, 50 pounds of flour is going to be cheaper per pound. So anytime buying in bulk will reduce the price. Like I just recently, y'all know how much bacon is? Like a pound of bacon, you're looking at anywhere from $4 to $8 per pound. And I just bought 10 pounds for $16. And so sometimes whenever you buy in bulk, a large box of something is going to reduce the price. So whenever you have a chance, especially in bacon, y'all, buy in bulk. Okay, the next one is eat nose to tail. So if you are, especially if you are buying a side of beef, ask them if you can have organ meat, the bones, and make bone broth. That's another one. That's number, what number is that? I'm jumping ahead. Well, that's number 8. So the next one is bone broth. Whenever you are buying cuts of meat with bones, use those bones to make broth, and that's going to draw out more nutrients that you're going to have access to. But like I said, nose to tail, if you're getting, or if you're harvesting deer, if you're killing deer, use everything. Use the bones for broth. The hearts are edible, all of that stuff. So eat as much as you can. Chicken livers, all of that, y'all. Oh, hang on, my phone locked me out. Okay, and the next thing, like I'd mentioned, hunting and fishing. That is a free, well, not really free, but you know what I mean. If you're already going to be hunting, hunt and get as many deer as you're legally able to. Put them in the freezer, and you will have them whenever you need food, beef. Fish, did you know, just like salmon and all that, you can catch fish at your local lake, like catfish or whatever. You can can it, and when you can it, the bones are edible. Just like in salmon, the bones will become soft enough that they're edible. And another, you guys, something else that you can do is you can raise quail for meat. And when you can a quail, the bones become soft and they're also edible. So you're getting really good sources of like calcium and stuff like that, in addition to the meats that you're getting. And then the last one is, just don't feel like you have to buy organic, grass-fed, with all the bells and whistles. You can just get standard meat. Now I know if you can afford better, get better. But that's not the goal when you're first getting started. The key is to just get started. And if that means you have to be eating hot dogs and sausages and ground beef, then start out using your hot dogs, your sausages, your bologna, your ground beef, and just start. That's more important than anything else, is to just get going, because you're going to slowly begin to feel better and better. And you're going to find that you've got all this money that you're not spending on bread and chips and snacks and even fruits and vegetables. And you're going to have that budget to go towards better qualities of meat. So on that note, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.